Welcome to another edition of Posi-TIPS with Rachelle, folks. It is always great to be here with you on another Posi-TIPS episode, folks. So I'm wrapping up this series here on seasons of life, the seasons of life. And I just want to conclude this series by really encouraging you to think about what season you're in. What season you're in. I mean, if a couple of seasons passed you by, are you still clinging on to an old season, hoping that things will revert back to the good old days or this and that? Are you refusing to move forward in this new season that you may be in? Don't let fear, don't let any type of fears, insecurities, doubts, any of that keep you from moving forward in this new season. And folks, I mean, and this is, if we think about, one of the impacts of the coronavirus pandemic is how we can think about the seasonality of life. And we think about, where we were this time last year, last March, last April, and how much has changed and all of this and that. And so, but I just want to challenge you today. Folks, you can't be afraid. I can't be afraid. We've got to be willing to embrace changes. Embrace new things in our lives. Embrace new seasons. Welcome new seasons in our lives. Because it is so important. We think about our health. We think about our life. When we think about our happiness. We think about our futures. Think about our families. All of that is so important for us. We have to be willing to embrace the new season. Because think about it. Fear will keep a person stuck saying, well, it doesn't get any better than this, or, and the status quo is better than nothing. No, we deserve better than that, but we have to believe we deserve better than that. All right, but the person who believes that is going to have an open mind, an open heart, and a willingness to say, hey, you know what, let me try the new thing. Let me try something different. Let me try, I've been unhappy in this situation for far too long. Let me make some positive steps. Let me take some positive steps towards change in this situation. And so all we have to do, I heard someone say long time ago, the difference between the seasons in our lives is a decision. What we decide to change, what we decide to do something about, perhaps even a decision not to do something about something that needs to be addressed. And so, folks, it is possible for us to be on fire for life, to have zest and zeal and all of that. Wake up every day on fire with a purpose. But it starts with us. We have to believe we deserve it. We have to believe we are capable of it. We have to believe it's an option for us. And we have to be willing to make the necessary changes that are going to usher us into a new season. We've got to be willing. We can't be afraid of new seasons, because if that's one thing that we know in life, is that we can either, in many cases, yes, we can choose the seasons, we can choose the changes, we can choose the new directions, but in many cases we can't. It can be thrust upon us. So when you even think about the coronavirus pandemic and February of last year, and then March of last year, in the middle of March when the shutdowns and things started happening, it was just the seasons. And like I mentioned a couple weeks ago, that's one thing. I mean, this coronavirus pandemic will get addressed. It will get behind us. Will be behind us eventually. All right. So, but this season right now that we're in, we just continue to learn, grow, allow it, the adversity and hardships and the struggle, which I'm not saying are easy for anyone. But if we will allow them, we will grow, we will learn, we will develop. Our character will be enhanced. We will become better people. But this season, we don't always have to look at even challenging seasons, with a negative mindset. Because, our greatest seasons of growth, our greatest times of growth are during these challenging times. We can also, even in the midst of challenging times, we can take positive steps towards change to make them happy times, despite the challenges, despite the hardships. All right. And again, I'm compartmentalizing, just happiness and all of this positivity, but recognize, I understand, I'm not talking about the hardship, the suffering, the loss, the death, all of that that's going on as a part of this pandemic. No, people need to grieve. It's hard. It's not easy. But what I'm saying is the other areas, the other aspects of our lives, the other things, and the other opportunities that exist as a part of this season of adversity, of unparalleled adversity in our world, can grow us, can develop. Personally, I've grown certainly in compassion and empathy and humility. I've just grown so much, just gratitude, appreciation, and so just evaluate this season and just say, how have I grown? And I assure you, you'll be jotting down some lists. You'll be jotting down some things on your list as well. So be open to the new season. Be willing to embrace it. Allow it to change you, to mold you, to make you the best person that you can be. And so, folks, that is all I have for you today. I cannot wait until the next season in which I'll actually be discussing. I'll be highlighting, kicking off a new series here in the next few weeks. So stay tuned for that. But until then, remember, I am positively passionate about your success and happiness.